From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Muscling free near the 40. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Oh, he shifts past him. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And on the ground they go with the running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. So they go play action. 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit. But how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level. One of the best players in the game.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Nifty move. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Refusing to go down. He won't go down. 38 yards on the scamper there.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interceptions.
and you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Bradshaw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Hey, got 3 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes, flush to his right. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Mahomes going to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's caught by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ready, green 90, green 90. 56, right there, 56.
And they'll run it here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34.
3 down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Gutierrez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Foreman. And he's got Rome. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, Bradshaw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Over! They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to leave the booth.
They go play action here on first down. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Foreman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Bradshaw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Bradshaw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Off-play action. Bradshaw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets past one man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Flex round!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.